Good morning, students. Welcome to AEMS online classes. So today we are going to discuss geography's first lesson, local time and standard time from class 8. In this lesson, we are going to discuss the measurement of time, how the time was measured in earlier days and now in the current days, what is meant by local time and where it is used, even the what is meant by standard time and its use. Okay, so measurement of time, see, daytime, night time and day. What is meant by daytime, night time and day? Daytime means the duration from sunrise to sunset. So from the duration from sunrise early morning to sunset, it is said as a daytime. The night time means the duration from sunset to next sunrise. It is said as night time. Night time means the duration from sunset to next sunrise is said as a night time. Now day. Day means the duration from one sunrise to next sunrise is said to be a full day or one day, or it is said as a day. Right? Now you know that when you will get up early in the morning, you will do many activities like brushing our teeth, taking a bath, breakfast, going to school, then attending a classes, then coming back to home, then playing on a playground, various games you will play, then you will have your dinner and brush your teeth and you go to sleep. These all things, the daily routine activity will be there. So to do this daily activities, you need to decide the time for all these activities, right? So you need to decide the time for all our activities. Okay, now in olden days, the time was measured with various tools. In olden days, the time was measured with various tools. That is, one of the famous, it was the sunrise to sunset. They used to see the early morning sunrise and the shadow of the things. From that they used to experience the full day. Even they used the Ghatika Patra. This is a bowl with a minute hole at its base, would float in the large water vessel. So it was a Ghatika Patra. With the help of that, they used to measure the time. Even one more important instrument was that was sand timer. Sand which, or hourglass you can say, the sand which with the above layer, it used to flow to the below layer. It considered when a sand is completed, 1 hour is completed. It is considered like that. Okay. Then now we know that the earth takes 24 hours to complete one day or to complete one rotation. To complete one rotation, the earth takes 24 hours. You can see the slide. Means what? One rotation means it completes actually 360 degree. It completes actually 360 degree. That is, the earth takes 4 minutes to rotate by 1 degree. 360 degree, if you want to calculate 1 degree's time means 4 minutes it completes to take. Earth takes 4 minutes to rotate by 1 degree around its axis. Now from 360 longitude, 180 longitudes in the west face the sun. From 360 longitude, 180 longitudes in the west face the sun, and remaining 180 longitudes which are lying towards the east, they face to the darkness. Okay, due to this rotation from west to east, the rotation of sun is from west to east, we experience the apparent movement of the things. Okay, this much part is clear now. So in a textbook, page number 2, see, you would have realized by observation that the shadow in early morning and evening were longest, while those at noon were the shortest. Yes, we know that the shadows in the early morning and evening it would be longest. Then in the noon, at 12 noon, it will be shortest near your feet. Because of change in the apparent location of the sun in the sky. So this, why we will think that there is actually the sun rise in the east and settles, or the sunset will be towards the west. Actually sun will be fixed in one place only our earth moves from west to east. That's why we feel that the apparent motion of the sun. Okay, because of the changing in the apparent location of the sun in the sky, the length and the direction of shadow of the pole kept changing. So there will be change in a length of the shadow, due to the apparent location or movement of sun in the sky. So apparent motion or movement means what? Even in class 6th, 7th, 8th we have seen this word apparent motion. Means that when you are sitting in a train, and when train is moving, you will feel that when you look outside the window, you will feel that the trees, houses, they are going backward to you, and you are moving forward. Like this you will feel. Actually trees, houses will be in fixed place, your train is moving in further in front side. This motion is known as, this movement is known as apparent motion or apparent movement, right? This is because a specific part of the earth faces the sun during rotation and moves forward. So when the sun rotates from west to east, that time a specific part of the earth faces the sun. Due to this one longitude, they move towards the from west to east, and we feel the apparent motion. Even the shadows, the length of shadows changes. Okay, now the main part of the lesson is that what is meant by local time. What is meant by local time? So we know that at noon the sun will be right on our head, right? Right on our head means in horizon, the overhead. The sun will be directly overhead at a particular place, means it will be noon time. It is considered as a noon time. Even it is said also it is noon time. Now when the sun is directly overhead at a particular place, it is considered as noon time at that place, and the time is a local time of that place. That time when the place is, or the sun is overhead, that place and that time is considered as a local time of that place, right? Now during the rotation of earth, when a particular longitude comes exactly front of the sun, it is considered local time of that longitude. Okay, during the rotation, when longitudes, you know longitudes, vertical lines which are imaginary drawn on the earth globe, so that lines exactly when they will come in front of the sun, that particular it is considered as a local time of that longitude, not as exactly when the longitude comes in front of sun, that longitude is known as a local time of that longitude. Okay, I think so you have understood this longitude properly. So for further part of the lesson, we'll continue in next session. So you should read the textbook, how much we have completed, and just note down the hard words in your rough book. Okay, thank you. Bye.